I've been thinking a lot about Bo Burnham, and with everything going on in the world right now, I find myself crawling back to inside. Now, the film consists of songs that range from funny to sad to hilarious to heartbreaking to silly to devastating. But there's one song that I want to talk about today, and that's White Woman's Instagram.
Or is it just a white woman? A white woman's Instagram. White woman. A white woman's Instagram.
A little thing about me is that I'm an overthinker, and I've always been this way, and I probably always will be. I could see a butterfly land on a flower, and I will get a crazy deep meaning from it. That's just who I am. And that's not to say that everything that I think is true or false. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is just my interpretation of the song. Now, before I move on with this video, I do want to acknowledge the fact that Bo called this song White Woman's Instagram. And I don't think that I'm necessarily qualified to go into the intricacies of that. I'm here to talk about just being a woman on social media in general. Now, I think that we can all agree that the initial reaction of the song is, haha, silly. Oh my gosh, he's dressed as a girl. He's doing all these poses, but he's not. But I think that there's a lot more to it than that. And when I showed family members this film, because I show everybody that I ever meet this film, because it's a masterpiece, that's the reaction that they had. And they're like, oh my gosh, so true. Ha ha ha. Even in the parts where it gets real, they still just, it just went right over their heads. And I think that there's a lot of to dissect in this song. Now, first, I want to talk about how absolutely beautiful the shots are that he was taking of the Instagram post. I don't think that he would put that much effort into a post that he was making fun of. And I know what you're thinking, this is a satirical comedy song. And I agree, but it's not satirical in the way of making fun of women. It's satirical in the way of making fun of people who make fun of women. Now, in the song, it goes on to show a bunch of different shots of examples of what could be a white woman's Instagram post. And it's all shot in the same square that Instagram posts are posted as. But there's a very real part where the shot opens and it shows this woman who is struggling with missing her mother and wanting to tell her mother that she's doing all right and she has a boyfriend and everything like that, and like everything is going well in her life, and that she can't believe how long her mom has been gone. And it just shows the real human aspect of that woman, and that she is a real person, and the criticism and the making fun that she gets from people online. These people just don't even acknowledge the fact that she is a real person, but she is. I think this goes to show that Instagram as a whole can be really fake and like misleading, and that it's really easy to make fun of people online because you don't know each other and you don't know what the other person is going through. I guarantee most of the people that write hate comments and are mean online would never ever go up to anybody in person and say all of those nasty things that they say. And I think the realness that is with the shot expanding and showing the real woman that is behind those posts, I think it's kind of like a gotcha moment for the audience watching, because it's like, oh, you thought that I was making fun of the woman. Well, she's actually going through some real shit and you're laughing at her. And then it goes back to being the square shot of the Instagram post to finish out the song. And I think that's like a actually listen to what I'm telling you. I just think it's so easy for people to hide behind a screen and criticize and make fun of and hate on people that they don't know when they really have no idea what is going on in their life. And especially women on social media. Women are constantly being made fun of on social media, to the point where when this special came out and everybody was talking about white woman's Instagram and how hilarious it is and how true it is, there were women coming out with their own Instagram posts being like, oh, he got me, which can be lighthearted and fun. I get it. It's a silly song. But it makes my heart hurt a little bit. The fact that these women are like, oh gosh, like and being made fun of. It goes back to like Unpaid Intern, where he's making fun of himself and then mentions how he's making fun of himself so that other people don't criticize him before he criticizes himself, which maybe makes him look like less of an asshole. And I feel like that's what these women are doing. And they're like making fun of themselves and saying, oh, he got me, before anybody else is going to call them out to protect their self. And I think that that's really sad. And like, I think like so many people missed the actual point of this song, which is how I interpreted it. Again, I could just be saying things that, aren't true, but this is just how I, articulated the song in my head. And I think like just the amount of people that I have showed this special and everything just went right over their heads in that way. And if I try to explain it to them, they're like, "Oh, like okay, whatever." But it's like, no, I think that there's a lot more to it. I really don't know if any of what I'm saying about the song was intentional by Bo himself or not, but I just feel like I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it. And also, if you think I'm completely wrong, please let me know. Like, let me know. I would love to hear other people's perspectives of this song. Even if you think that it was just a silly song, like, let me know. Cause I love to discuss these things with people online. Like, everybody has such different interpretations of things like this, and it's just really cool to see what other people think. I think that Bo is a genius, and Inside will continue to be like my favorite film ever. I can never get enough of it. I listen to it all the time. I make everybody I know watch it. I've watched it probably over 50 times by this point. And I hope that he continues to make things. And if he doesn't, I think a lot of us understand. Um, and with that, maybe I'll make some more videos about some of his other songs and how I interpreted those and how I feel about them. I guess we'll just have to see. But thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.